We were all, like, feeling extremely upset. We were all feeling crazy. I'm just setting up the streams, y'all, so I'm normal. Everything's normal. Ugh. I'm also starting on Discord, but because I know there's a smut tag. I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. Like I said, you don't have to be sorry. Y'all, you guys on Discord people, y'all are crazy. Y'all joined so quickly. Y'all joined so quickly. Oh man. Oh, this is Lauren tweeted at me being like, you want to grab some tissues and some ice cream, and I don't have ice cream, but I have some like comfort food. So this is also going to be a mukbang stream, I guess, because I haven't had dinner. Hi Claire. I haven't been able to join a live in so long. I feel like I missed so much. Well, I have news for you. Even if you haven't read this chapter, you don't need to have any previous knowledge regarding candy floss. It is also, from what I know, it also works as a one shot. So I'm excited about that. But I do have prior knowledge about candy floss, so I'm gonna be extremely upset. I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna try and open the chat over here. Hi Red. Hi everyone. Okay. We were playing Fortnite. Oh, I believe this. Hi Milk. Hi Mira. Oh, we have a couple Miras. I don't have, it's not mac and cheese. I got the fic early and cried by myself for an entire day. How did you get the fic early? How'd you get the fic early? Oh my god. My friends are shrieking over there. I read this one shot and now I'm reading Candy Floss and I'm dying. Oh, also, speaking of number one girl, we have Lord Rose, right? I keep forgetting that she's right here. Hi, Rose. You got... Oh, that's fun. I still haven't done this. Guys, I've been lazy. I have some savory oatmeal in front of me. Kahoot. The Kahoot was... It was by the Mr. Kong account on Twitter. I have a link. I'm pretty sure it will be fine if I sent it out. How is it sounding in the YouTube, y'all? The Discord. I might just grab my microphone and like speak into it. You know. How do you do the? I still haven't read the Rumira one shot, so you will be reading it along with me, I guess. Yum. I need to take a few more bites before I get started because I'm actually hungry. Like I haven't eaten, and like I said, today is like, we're not trying to look pretty. We are eating struggle meals. And we are getting cozy and comfy. I could be doing so many other things, other productive things, but instead I'm choosing fanfic. And you know what? Mm. 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 Oh my god. How are you feeling today, RD? The score's clear. Awesome. I'm feeling fine. I just didn't do anything. I was home. And I have plenty of water. Don't worry, Red. Debating on whether to be here normal or be a menace on TikTok. Do whatever you want, baby. Do whatever you want. It's gonna be fun either way. Hello? Wait, sorry. Oh, my camera wasn't on. Why wasn't my camera on? Okay. I think we're fine technically. I can only do one or the other. Um whatever to guess. Um I don't know. Flip a coin. Creator said TikTok. I see. Guys, tickles your fancy is a normal phrase. You guys are just freaks. Back to being a menace I go. Hell yeah. Oh my god. This is really good. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have. We are freaks. That's why you love us. I do. In fact, I don't hate you guys. I know I said I hated you guys on TikTok, on Discord yesterday. I don't hate you guys. You guys were just being mean. Best normal phrase. Oh. Mhm. Getting under my blanket. It's gonna get hot, but I don't care. I'm gonna literally crawl into my chair and be as cozy as I can be, like knee up. I wasn't being mean. I was flirting. There's a thin line. There's a thin line. You can be mean and flirt at the same time. No, it's okay. I love you, Red. You'll need the blanket. There's another Mira in the TikTok. Now they have to fight to the death. They have to fight to the death. Okay. Yeah. I guess. Did Zoe wish really hard? I'm the OG. Oh god. I need some of the comedy here before I where I go to the heartbreak zone. I have the fic right in front of me. Warning y'all, if you're on the TikTok, and I know that there's a smut warning, smut tag in the fic. So when we get to the suggestive bits, we're going to the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, um, I guess is there someone on the TikTok and the Discord that can post like Red? Are you able to do that? But this is what we did for the last Candy Floss stream as well. So there is a smut warning. Um, that and there's also a semi-public sex warning. Mile High Club. These tags are crazy actually. These tags are pretty crazy. Yeah. Let's get started. We're reading Number One Girl by Arsenide. Ugh. I'm gonna do the drunk reading, and it's not gonna measure up to the performance that you guys gave last night at 2 a.m. I was like, wow, this is great. This is awesome. This is believable. Oh. Hi, Lauren. Jesus. Okay. I'm drunk, Rumi mumbles. See, anyone could, Mira starts, exasperated. I am drunk, Rumi repeats with a tipsy nod of the head. She's staring right at Mira. Somehow her eyesight doesn't look. I'm drunk and I miss you, Mira. I miss you. I want you back. or on their first anniversary together, Rumi and Mira get love drunk. On the first anniversary of their breakup, Rumi shows up at her door drunk. Happy 10/14. It's me and my girlfriend's anniversary today. Happy anniversary to Jamie and their girlfriend. I was telling my friend about like this whole like anniversary lore, and I was like, yeah, it's the writer's anniversary and it's also the character's anniversary. And my friend was like, that's crazy. But then he was like, that's something me and my boyfriend would do. Because they also write fics. So happy anniversary, you guys. It's also Give Me That Candy Floss's Rumira's get together breakup anniversary. Yes, I put my beautiful soulmate in everything I write. Sue me. I'm pretty sure it was also it was it also their Changing Polaris? I feel like it was. That's how I remember it. Anyway. You don't have to read Candy Floss to read this one. This is just a side fic about heartbroken Rumira, if that's your thing. That is my thing. And for the Candy Floss readers, I'm sorry in advance. Title is from Number One Girl by Rose, aka the Rurumi breakup song about Kang Mira. You don't have the fic on stream here? That's so weird. I shared it, and then thank you, Red. Thank you, Red. Okay, here we go. A year feels like nothing when it's the first one apart. It's something that Mira wouldn't ever admit out loud. Not to her family, not to her breath of modeling friends in the agency, and definitely not to the blocked contact staring at her from her phone, tentatively balanced on the arm of the sofa, while she angrily flips through the movies on her TV. It's raining outside. It was raining on their first anniversary, too. The anniversary they spent together, and not the one that they're currently spending far, far apart. It's a little funny, she thinks. She thumbs the remote hard. The movie selection on her TV doesn't change. Mira jabs the arrow key again. Once again, the selection doesn't move. This stupid fucking. Mira growls under her breath. She leans closer to the TV and pokes the remote some more. She's practically stabbing it, but the movie posters displayed on her TV seem to stay frozen in time. She can't believe it. They spend over $1.5 million on this stupid thing only for it not to work. $1.5 million on the TV. Sorry. What kind of TV is that? What kind of TV is that? Okay. Does the world just hate her today? It would make sense. She spent the majority of the day flipping with rude people on set, and she had coffee. October 14th just isn't. She should have known that. It says unlucky as writing a name in red ink or whistling at night or falling for a girl like Ryurumi. Mira slams the TV remote onto the coffee table with a loud clang. She's almost surprised that the glass table doesn't shatter under her hand, but a $3 million coffee table should be able to take the force of a tantruming daughter. At least that was her parents' hope when they bought it. Sorry, these price tag drops are like so funny. What do you mean? For the coffee table. The thought makes her snort under her breath. For a moment, it makes her feel a little bit better about the frozen TV. Mira groans the heels of her palms into her eyes. She's tired. She wants to go the fuck to bed. It's almost midnight, and yet she's sitting her ass in the living room trying to find another trashy reality TV show to scoff at. Reality TV shows about failed romances have been a recent favorite of hers. Something about watching people fall in love, declare that they'll stay forever, only to have a big fight and fall out just 2 episodes later feels vindictive, cathartic. She knows why she can't sleep. She knows exactly why, and she hates herself for she wants to gouge out her eyes and never think about it again, but it sits like a heavy stone in the forefront of her mind, bending her forward and keeping her locked in place on her couch. The only comfort she has is that she doesn't have to admit it out loud. Her parents are in Sweden for the weekend. Something about Gothenburg has them coming back for a quiet respite. But Mira knows that it's code for getting away from our daughter's claw swipes of the day. Minho is still in Seoul, but he left the house a couple of hours ago with nothing more than a waving hand. If she had to guess, he's probably out getting his shit rocked by dissolving tablets at an exclusive party, or fucking another girl of the week. Or maybe both, depending on how Minho is feeling on a rainy day like this. So there's no one to keep her mind off her sleepless habits. Theoretically, she could call one of her modeling buddies. She had a drink with two guys from her Calvin Klein shoot the other week, and they downed at least 9 beers total together. But they're not confiding material. Ginu isn't either. Despite all of his messages checking in on her through the week, God knows why, he isn't the type of person she would go to. Willingly, at least. Her therapist had tried goading her into writing journals or letters multiple times, every single session. She refuses to even try. Something about writing unsent letters, even if they're meant to be unsent, still gives her a nasty taste in her mouth. So, after a few deep breaths, Mira picks up her remote and gives it a few more test taps. Jet wants to come home and pick another stupid fight about. The TV comes to life. Scroll to the right with a satisfying click, and Mira sucks in a deep breath of relief. Her shoulders press against the back of the couch. She melts into it, and she pulls the blanket further up her lap. She finds a promising trashy show on her screen. She remembers seeing a clip of it online, a couple breaking up in front of the cameras because the guy forgot her. Calling the clip makes her exhale. Piece of entertainment, she's sure, but at least it's better than staring at. Her doorbell rings. Mira doesn't even turn around. She just rolls her eyes and picks up the wine glass next to her to sip. There's not enough wine in her to get drunk, but she's had enough to shout, "For fuck's sake, if you forgot the key number, it's Haraboji's birthday." Minho showed up less than sober at their doorstep a couple of times this month already. It's nothing new. Mira plays the first episode. It loads for half a second, and the cheesy intro music starts to her expensive surround speakers. She sets the wine glass down on the table next to the couch. Then the doorbell rings again. Sigh. Mira whips her head back behind her shoulder to look at the doorway a few feet away. She pauses her show. There are no attendants to check the door at this hour. Her parents usually like them around regardless, but Mira sent them off for the weekend to rest. The door at the end of the hallway, a white overhead light. Don't tell me you forgot marks at the door, projecting her voice. Speak. The house stays eerily silent, without the bustle of attendants dusting the stairs or working on food in the kitchen, or her brother shouting something on the phone upstairs. Mira feels unsettled. Not scared, not to that degree. There are guards stationed at every corner of their property 24/7. Threats shouldn't even make it past their strip of road. But if it's not Minho, she hears the door knock. It's a sluggish and short 2-beat knock, but she would recognize that pattern anywhere. Mira's breath snags in her throat. She strains her ears. It's hard to listen to anything at this hour when the soft pitter patter of rain stands out so starkly in the back, but Mira can't help but want to try. Mira? She hears a voice whimper, so small and diffident. Killing myself. Oh my god. What are you guys saying? Anybody know where Jamie posted the song cover? It's on Twitter. Dispatch posted it. Dispatch posted it and gave credit to they were getting mad at Dispatch. Slammed the door in their face. Well, I'm guessing you didn't do that, Mira, so you did a good TV. Oh, Mira, 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 Mira. I wonder what she has unsent letters. I wonder what she has against unsent letters. This is not even about Zoe, but my god. The end is about the three of them, you know? Oh, I should have. Maybe you should have. But also, I was one of the people yesterday telling you to call Rumi, so I probably would have won that. I like the drama. I like the drama. Oh, these lesbians. The enabler. Asking, well, she was drunk. Mira was asking if she should. Oh my god, there's a huge fly in my room. What the fuck? How did that get in here? Mira was drunk and asking, "Oh, should I call Rumi? Should I call Rumi?" And there was a bunch of people in the like replies. Some of them being like, "Yes," and some of them being like, "No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't." And I was like, "Yes, whatever. I'm not calling her tonight. We shall see. We will see, Mira. We will see, Mira." I'm gonna. Okay, so we had a line break, and now it's Rumi POV. Mira, call Rumi. Okay. A year feels like forever when it's the first of many. The first thing that Rumi notices when she wakes, even before her eyes slide over the world, is the smell of fried food in the air. Specifically, godungo and black pork, her favorites. She's already smiling when she rubs the sleep out of her eye. Her phone tells her, and the window tells her that the sun hasn't risen yet. The windows are splattered with little streaks of water droplets. It's raining outside. Rumi remembers seeing the forecast last week while they were planning their first anniversary getaway together. She joked that it would be so funny if it started pouring out on the happiest, sunniest day of her life. I'm gonna throw up. I am gonna throw up actually. Feeling nauseous thing about this. I don't even know what I'm about to read, and I'm feeling nauseous. Oh my god. The rain doesn't bother her, but the coldness on the other side of the bed does. Rumi jumps out of bed to seek out more warmth. She kind of wished that they stayed in bed and cuddled for a while, like they often do on lazy mornings like this. But she should have known that Mira would be a top tier romantic. It's one of the things that she loves about her. One of the many, many, many things about Kang Mira. Rumi shuffles into hers and walks down the hallway as quietly as she can. She follows the smell of food and the radio and the humming that accompanies it. She has a few duets saved on her phone. They'll never be shared with the world, and she prefers it that way. Well, I'm very, very sorry to report that it has been shared by Dispatch. One of them, at least. if you could count that as a duet. Dispatch, Dispatch. I don't sing anymore. Yeah, I believe that. I totally didn't see. I totally didn't see what I say, Mira. I'm sorry, Mira. That's upsetting. That's upsetting. Anyway, they'll never be shared with the world, and she prefers it that way. Even if she was given the choice to send them out into the world with no repercussions, she'd keep them tucked away in her phone for only her eyes and ears. She wants to keep their giggles and harmonies to herself. It feels vindictive to keep them like this. Cathartic. Killing my elf! Rumi as she turns right into the kitchen, and there is tends to the fish on the stove. The sizzling. It's a little selfish of her to choose to stand there, leaning against the wall, as she watches the light of her life, in the kitchen. She's so beautiful that it twists like claws in Rumi's chest. Even this early in the morning, with the dark cloud of their getaway home that they occupy for only measly time, Rumi thinks that she is the most gorgeous girl she's ever laid eyes on. Sometimes she wonders how she got so lucky. It was a miracle that Kang Mira had even looked in her direction, and now she's making breakfast for her on their anniversary. Rumi life to deserve this. She wants to keep doing good so she can keep deserving this. Ah! Ah! Girl who was on Rumi's Prime yesterday, absolutely losing her mind, being like, she's just like me. And then I had a breakdown in the Discord, and everyone was like, we love you. And I'm like, thank you guys. I'm okay, I swear. I have complexes. Oh, Mira. Oh, Mira, Mira, Mira. Ah! Mira pokes at the fish with some chopsticks before setting it down on a plate next to the stove. She continues to hum under her breath, a waltzy song that they both love to dance and giggle to while they wait for their matcha cookies to finish in the oven at 3 in the morning. And she puts her hair up in a bun. Rumi is mesmerized by the nimble hands that twist over her hair tie. Rumi finds every part of her to be mesmerizing. She could map out every vein, every stretch mark, and every freckle on Mira's body onto a piece of paper with her eyes closed. A part of her prays that she never forgets how to, though. She doubts that even 500 years and a lifetime apart, she ever would. I can't do this sober. Well, I am doing this sober. I just bit that so hard that my teeth hurt. Fuck. I need to have more self-control. Bro, Mira, what'd you do to break up with We'll discover. We'll see. We're getting the backstory finally. Oh, Mira. Oh, Mira, 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 Mira. Oh, God. Well, look, give him a flash. Okay. Rumi creeps up behind her as quietly as she can, none the wiser, and a smile drops onto Rumi's face as easily as rain can stick to a window. Her arms wrap around Mira's strong waist. Her palms greedily take in the tautness of Mira's abdomen and the way she feels it shake under her warm hands. Mira puts her on Rumi's cheek, and Rumi leans into them with a dopey smile. The tips of her fingers are cold. Rumi doesn't mind, even this early on a chilly morning. They feel like Mira, and that's all that matters to her. At least that means chilly days and cold water on her face will forever remind her of Mira. I feel like I have to pause after every. God. Mira mumbles, and Rumi lets out a breathless chuckle at her approval. Then Mira kisses the corner of her eye, right where her crow's feet will grow in the future, and she mumbles, "You're so warm. You feel like a portable heat." Is that all I am to you? Rumi asks, feigning offense. Mira kisses the corner of her mouth twice, then her lips. Unfortunately, it works. No, you're the girl I'm cooking breakfast for at 5 in the morning. Mira deadpans. Rumi coos. Oh, you're such a romantic. Mira elbows her in the ribs. It makes Rumi snort with laughter, unrestrained and definitely not the kind of polite, tinkled laughter that she would give during radio shows, but she prefers it that way with Mira. She always prefers laughing like this with Mira. Like the outside world doesn't exist. and all they have is this tiny house in Sweden. Awesome. This tiny home cost them about half a million USD. They only really use this or the days few and far between when they need some alone time. Lying to Celine and telling her that she just likes the Nordic scenery had been tough, but it was worth it. She's sure that Mira's lies to her family had come a little easier, but still as tough to swallow. But it's worth it when it comes to Mira. Always. There would never be a time when that wouldn't be true. Mira's cold hands under the hem of her shirt break her train of thought. She squeaks just in time for Mira to pull her flush against her body, and Mira kisses her breathlessly. Mira always kisses her like that. Like this kiss might be the last, and she wants it to be worth it. And she wants Rumi to feel every part of her lips. It leaves her breathless and dizzy. It leaves her drunk. She tilts forward when Mira separates them, and Mira catches her in her arms. She's laughing. Rumi can feel her laughter against her cheek. On other days, Rumi would have sulked and whined and joked that she didn't love her anymore for pulling away like that. Today is unlike any other day, so she leaves it be. Mira cups her face in both of her hands, tucks her morning hair behind her ears, stone. She kisses her again, mid breath, never wants to be sober. Mira, she smells like raindrops and their messy bed. The way that she laughs reminds Rumi of how the sun breaks between the clouds after a thunderstorm. So sweet and precious during precarious parts of the day. Then Mira breathes, lips so gentle against hers. Happy anniversary, Jagia. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die actually, and it's not gonna be fun. I'm gonna die in the not fun way. Take a shot every time Artie's screen changes in reaction to a disastrous line. Oh my god. It's okay. It only gets worse from here. I believe that, Flail. Okay, I actually can't listen to this at the moment. Oh, so I'm dipping, but please message me your thoughts. Oh, you're completely fine. You're completely fine, Em. Bye. You only have 13.5k words left. Which means we have a POV change. So I'm gonna eat a little. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Mm, I was like in the tags, Jamie is like, I'm basically going to be like flip-flopping between like angst, like hitting you, like throwing bricks in your face, and fluff. And I'm like, even the fluff is angst to me because I know what happens. And the way you wrote it is like, I know what happens. Everyone drink their water. So true. I love an angst fluff wombo combo. Like it makes me go insane. Yes, the fluff is almost angstier than the angstier. Yeah. Yeah. This one shot is, it's not even her comfort because the comfort happened a year ago or like 2 years ago. 2 years? 2 years? This is their 4th year anniversary. So I'm guessing the breakup happened 2 years ago? Anyways, the thing is that it's not hurt comfort because the comfort is in the past. And it's just hurt. It's just hurt. But it's okay. They're gonna get together. They're gonna get together eventually. They're gonna be happy even. Bye, Skunk. Mm. It's hurt and reminiscing. That's what it is. That is what it is. Oh my god. This is really yummy. I want to keep eating, but I also want to keep reading. So, mhm, mhm. Comfort, hurt, hurt. Eat, love. We don't care. Thank you. I'm hungry. Whenever I say I'm hungry, I don't know who in here watches Dropout, but whenever I say I'm hungry, I think about that clip of Izzy in Game Changer being like, I'm hungry to the pizza guy. I'm hungry. Can I get a large pizza? I'm hungry. And I'm gonna get some garlic knots because I'm hungry. I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Actually matched. Mm, mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I just binged it. I'm back. How did you binge it that quick? That's crazy. I love Dropout. I haven't watched a lot of Dropout recently because I have a fixation. I have a fixation, but I do love Dropout. I love those. I love those people. I'm an English major. Real SL. Real SL. I'm a slow reader. So I was a drama major, but it never, I don't know. I'm a slow reader. Hey, Artie, did I miss anything? No, you didn't. I was eating. Okay, mirror POV time. The delay between Discord and here is insane. Oh, oopsie. I hope it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, mirror POV. She almost like, oh my god! I saw the first sentence and I'm already like, well, thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Jamie. Jesus. She almost expects Rumi to mumble, "Happy anniversary, honey," through the door. It's a ridiculous thought, but the situation in front of her is already ridiculous enough that she doesn't know what else to think or do. Mira doesn't know how long she sits there on the couch, frozen in shock. Thinks that the voice was a hallucination. It could have been the wine that she just had, or the sleep deprivation, or the fact that she hears that stupid voice everywhere she goes, on the radio, on the TV, walking down the street when people don't have the decency to plug in their earphones. She hears that voice in her dreams too, whispering to her, asking her to take her back, telling her that she then Mira hears sniffle. No. Mira hears a small sniffle. It cleaves her heart right down the middle, and she despises the fact that it does. Sorry, the voice calls, still muffled by the grand oak door. She hears the shuffling of feet, so sluggish. It reminds her of their early mornings together in Rumi's penthouse in Sweden, in this very same house. I'm oh sorry. Just thought you might be home. Mira scrunches her eyebrows together in confusion. Her words are slurring together. Her voice sounds deep and strained. The shuffle of her feet outside of her door sounds unnatural, and Mira's heart squeezes like a vice in her chest. Is she drunk? I know how you cope, Rumi. You cope, Rumi. Mira rips the blanket off of her lap. She's stumbling down her hallway to get to the door, even when her legs are still she can still hear shuffling outside of her door, getting more distant, getting away. Mira rips the door open. There's that logical part of her mind that asks her, why didn't you just let her go? You already did before. You can do it again. But her heart responds, I can't. I can't. And Mira's always been terrible at listening to anything but her heart. Standing there on her doorstep, looking over her shoulder in shock, is Ryurumi, pop star royalty, Sunlight Entertainment's darling girl, Korea's favorite actress, the face of luxury and perfection, the Globe's sweetheart, the kind of name that splatters across billboards and breaks hearts at the same time. Mira almost stumbles backward in surprise. Rumi looks like a ghost. There's a part of her that was expecting to see the girl that she saw just slightly, very slightly over a year ago, with her face scrunched up in frustration and anger, still wearing the outfit from the airport, hands still clutching the flowers that she got for Mira as a pathetic attempt at reconciliation. Mira was half expecting to see that anger in her eyes, the loveless look. Instead, Rumi looks different. Not too different. If she looked too different, Mira wouldn't know how to deal with it. She would have had to split Ryurumi from before and now the middle. And that would have been a tough pill to swallow after all the things she did to bury her face and their memories in her backyard. It would have been like a dead rise from a grave. The idea of something else to divorce herself from the way that she was at least a couple times over the last year. Maybe at her. Get it? Get it? So many choices, but at least she never thought of purple. Never. Purple is the color of Rumi's braid. Her hair is a mess. The braid has practically been undone. There's loose patterns in her hair, but they aren't held tightly together in perfect set lines like she often has them in. And her perfect eyeliner is less than stellar. It's practically dripping down her face, streaking down her dewy, perfect cheeks. A gift from the rain, if she had to guess. If Dispatch took a picture of her like this on the Kang's doorstep, Rumi would never hear the end of it. It would shatter the perfect image that she has with the nation. It would bring her image down to how Mira sees her now. Imperfect, flawed, a mess, but still beautiful. It hurts to swallow, but Mira does anyway. It's the only way that she can flatly say, "What are you? Why are you here?" She's proud of herself for keeping the shakiness out of her voice. She doesn't want Rumi to know that this is affecting her. Rumi can never know that her being on her doorstep has stopped Mira's heart and sent her spiraling a year into the past, back when she felt so helpless and small. Rumi stares at her, open mouthed. Mira wants to say something snarky, something stabbing, like, "So you show up on my fucking doorstep a year later just so you can stand there like a gold statue? Fine, stand there, see if I care." But all that tumbles from her mouth is, "Answer me." It's firm, hardly caustic, though. Rumi swallows. She searches for something in Mira's face, and each passover makes her look more and more desperate. Mira wonders what she's looking for. What fix does she need on a cold night like this? She's lucky that the rain can't get her on the doorstep. Rumi slurs and mumbles something under her breath. Mira doesn't know what to make of it. It sounds suspiciously like, "Miss you," and "I'm drunk," and "didn't know where to go." But she tries not to think about it. That would mean letting the emotions in. Mira steps outside to look around. There's no one on her property but Rumi, at least from what she can see. If not photographers hiding by the fences or in the hills a few miles away, then her guards. They like to hide in the shadows late at night so as not to bother her parents when they get home. But then that makes her wonder, Rumi, and make the conscious decision to let her through? Why? Is it because of her fame? Is it because of all the times they had to stand there and watch the black sheep of the Kong family sneak her in? Is it because they saw the mascara running down Rumi's cheeks and didn't want to interfere with what glass may shatter in the house? Mira bites down on the tip of her tongue. She doesn't know whether or not she wants to chew them out for stepping aside. She can deal with that tomorrow. Either you come in or you don't, Mira says dryly. The splatter of rain on her pavement makes it a little hard to hear, but at least Rumi turns her head to indicate that she's listening. Which is it? Rumi perks up at that. Like a dog, Mira thinks bitterly. And she hates that she thinks it. She hates that months upon months of antagonizing Rumi so comfortably in offhand magazine interviews, where she keeps Rumi's name under wraps, of course, or in private in her room, has accumulated to this, to her having her tongue stapled to the roof of her mouth. Then Rumi takes a step forward. She stumbles. Mira catches her in her arms. She grunts with the effort. Rumi feels like dead weight against her chest, but it's not something she's unfamiliar with. She's unused to Rumi's drunken dead weight, but she still remembers all the times she held her in her arms during the early mornings or late at night after long concerts and shoots. She used to nuzzle her nose against Rumi's hairline and breathe in her scent. She used to kiss Rumi along the eyebrow and laugh with her as she dragged her to bed. Mira doesn't do that now. It's not from a lack of want. She grunts as she helps Rumi come inside. Rumi's body is warm. It has always been warm. It's out the cold in Mira's body. Rumi slides her face into Mira's chest and breathes her in. Mira almost freezes on the spot, but she manages to close the door after them as Rumi, more drunk than Mira's ever seen her before, murmurs, "You're so cold. Reminds me of rain." Mira presses her lips together. She wouldn't call rain a good thing to compare someone to. She has always associated rain with sadness and the desire for sunnier days. Rumi would probably think the same. Line break. Warm. Gosh, she's warm. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Oh, bye, Rose. I love you, Rose. Sorry that you have to be at work, but gotta get the dough. Gotta make that money. Love you, Rose. Oh God, I'm so upset. Warm. Well, a little. Don't worry. There's some more warmth coming. I know there is. I know there is. Oh, there is a. Oh, your stream currently has reduced video or audio quality. Oh, great. Well, that's what having three streams running at the same time does. Well, what can I do sometimes? Well, oh, Mira is hosting a space right now. Wait, I'm gonna have a food break and listen to Mira's space for a second. Does the TikTok people hear this? Can you listen on the stream so we can all hear? Can you guys hear that? Oh damn. It's on TikTok, yeah. I don't know how to do it on Discord. I don't know if this is Mira talking or M talking, to be honest. I'm also taking a break. I'll be back. I'm just eating. I'm trying to understand the context of this. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, she's talking about her therapy, probably. Okay. Then I'll stop it. Then I'll stop it. God, how do I? Yeah, I'll stop it. It's I mean, you can go join the Twitter if you'd like. But yeah, I don't know when it's personal here. And it seems like personal stuff. And Mira just let her in to her house. Um, in the rain. She's like extremely drunk. She's beautiful. Pretty sure it's she mentioned earlier that she had therapy today. Yeah, she did. Well, they did. God, it's weird because for Mira, Mira uses she her and M uses they them, so sometimes I get them mixed up. Um, but yeah, they better make up. They will. Eventually, eventual in candy floss. I'm eating. I made this like kind of savory porridge thing, like savory oatmeal thing. Yeah, I'll just go back to this. Okay. It's in the Candy Floss universe. Yeah, this is the Rumira backstory. Rumi POV. Oh my god, Red. Thank you. Rumi has always loved the rain. She was a menace of a child for that. She gave her parents and Celine more headaches than she can remember, with all the time she ran out to the backyard to stomp in the puddles and tilt her head up to the sky to capture the raindrops. Cold rain on her skin has always been very welcome to her. It reminds her of better days. It reminds her of the girl who holds her so tight, even in the back of windowed cars. Driving you is good, Mira had declared, just half a month into their relationship. But getting to cuddle with you in the back of a car once in a while, that's nice too. Where they're going is a surprise, according to Mira, after they had their fill of each other and chatting about how to split each other's surprises for the day. She still gets giddy thinking about Mira wiping the corner of her mouth with the pad of her thumb, and how she smiled at her with that fond smile she knows Mira only directs at her. None of the photo shoots and magazines that featured Kang Mira had that particular smile on her face. That one was only for her. Their chauffeur rolls to a stop about 20 minutes later. Rumi whines about it. Mira giggles and presses a kiss to her forehead to satiate her as Rumi complains, I was just getting comfortable. Yeah, I was just getting comfortable. You can get comfortable when we get inside, you big baby. Mira teases. She reaches over Rumi to open her car door for her. Always so chivalrous, no matter what. Now get up. You'll like it, I promise. Rumi eyes her suspiciously as she climbs out of the car. Mira helps her up by holding out her hand, and Rumi thanks her by kissing her on the corner of the mouth. She can feel the stretch of Mira's smile before she pulls away. They head inside with their hoods up before they can be seen. Even in these parts of the world where the locals never seem to pay them any mind or give them more than a cursory glance, they always have to be careful. Rumi always has to be the one to remind her to be careful. Not that she minds. She knows that Mira just gets a little reckless sometimes, and that's okay with her. Okay with her in the same way that she knows it's okay with Mira that sometimes about these kinds of things. It's okay with them. It has to be okay with them. Her eyes have to adjust to the dark when they make it inside. She blinks rapidly to take in everything around them. Where they are is gorgeous. It smells vaguely of popcorn in the air. The walls are black and the lights are dimmed down. The luscious red carpet makes her feel like she'll need to pose for all the flashing lights, but it's hardly the case. It feels like Mira reads her mind. She squeezes her hand, her a nice smile, and explains, I rented the place for a couple hours. I thought it would be nice to start our I thought it would be a nice start to our morning. And no, we aren't the only ones here, but the two ushers are sworn to secrecy with an extensive NDA. Don't worry about it. Where are we? Rumi whispers. It almost feels taboo to speak anything out loud. It feels like her voice can echo off the vast walls. Her eyes widen as she takes in the posters on the opposite wall. Are we at a is this a movie theater? Public movie theater? Mira grins at her proudly. Yes. Hugh Rumi blinks. She blinks again. And now she's grabbing Mira by the back of her neck to kiss her like in all those rom-coms that she's watched over the years. And she can feel Mira smiling. She can feel her smiling and she loves that smile. You are so fucking corny, Rumi declares, still breathless from their kiss. Mira's holding her by the waist, holding her steady against her, keeping their lips close enough that they can come back for more kisses if they ever so wish. And Mira does her lips a few more times before she answers with, yeah, well, you love it. You wouldn't be moving that god awful schedule around to spend an entire day with me if you didn't. It's our anniversary, Rumi says softly. She holds Mira's cheek in her hand. Of course I moved it around. She can feel how tense her jaw is under her thumb, how Mira is holding back the bitterness from her words because she wants the day to be perfect. Rumi knows her too well, just as Mira knows hers. Mira knows her. She knows how Mira feels about her taking longer and longer shifts. She knows that Mira actively holds back her tongue every time they call late into the night or when she crashes into her arms too late. They won't live like that forever, Rumi knows. She'll make sure to free up her schedule soon. For Mira, for them, for a future that she wants so desperately that she chases after it like the last drop in a bottle. TikTok making me do a stupid task. Give me a second. Mira takes Rumi's hand from her face and slides it down to her lips. She kisses the inside of Rumi's palm. Then Rumi feels Mira's lips graze over the inside knuckle on her ring finger. Mira walks her over to the concession stand. There's only one usher working as the cashier, so the second must be inside the theater. Mira takes a step back to let her order. Excitedly, Rumi orders a large bucket of popcorn for them to share, two drinks, and a couple small bags of assorted candies. She doesn't have a big sweet tooth, but it's part of the experience. After all, she hadn't been in a public theater since she was 8. Rules are the most popular rules as the most popular child in the world, and then rules when she became the most popular person alive. Mira knew that. But of course, Mira knows everything about her. The thread of Rumi's life starts to tangle when it comes to Mira. They'll never be able to unravel, and Rumi is thankful for that. Why would she ever want that to sever? Great. In the Mira helps walk her over to the center. Oh my god, the middle center seats, the seats that Rumi had always claimed to be the best for audio and visuals. She can hardly keep still. Cinematography have always been great interests of hers. Watching movies together at her pet house or the Kongs has always been nice, but being in a theater for the real experience has always been a wistful dream. Completely. And the introduction to my sons to play. What is that? Ruby hits her arm. Mira just cackles with evil, happy laughter. What, what is what is wrong with you? She exclaims with a squeak. She wouldn't be shouting in a theater with packed people, but alas, Kang Mira has enough money and connections in the world to buy out a theater for a day for a romantic getaway, so she lets herself use it to its fullest extent. It was the movie they saw at a dodgy drive-in theater on one of their earlier dates. Rumi had tried to suave and kiss her, but she completely missed the mark. Nostrils instead. But still, it's a great movie. She relaxes enough to cuddle close to Mira's side about 5 minutes into the movie. 10 minutes into the movie, Mira leans her head on top of Rumi's. 15 minutes into the movie, Rumi snatches Mira's hand that rests on her own lap, which makes Mira chuckle, and puts it on the armrest between them. She intertwines their fingers. 20 minutes into the movie, Rumi starts to feed Mira some popcorn and presses them to Mira's lips, and Mira opens her mouth so much more than a short, amused laugh. 30 minutes into the movie, Rumi hands Mira a pack of gummies for her to open for her. She pouts when Mira gives her an odd look, and Mira relents. She opens it with her teeth and hands it back to Rumi. Rumi gives her one look, and Mira rolls her eyes as she brings some to Rumi's lips. Corny? Sure. But so is Mira. Mira just taught her how to be like her. 40 minutes into the movie, Mira brings their intertwined hands up to their lips and kisses the back of Rumi's hand. She presses another kiss to her wrist, then her forearm, up to her arm, shoulder, neck, jaw, all the way to her lips. Rumi whispers breathlessly, right as Mira puts her hand under her sweater. Oh, I think are we going to the Discord? Are we Yeah, muting here, going to the Discord. Also muting muting on YouTube for a second. That was not bad. That was fine. Wow, I just woke up from a nap. Well, yes. I'm a little unfamiliar with the Discord. I'm in the group, but how do I find the live? It's in the live stream channel. Um, you also need to get passed through the age check first. So just wait. Oh, I know. I know it's gonna get even crazier. This was all right. This is whatever. Um Wait, I'm checking the Discord comments. Whoa, that's a wild thing to say. Whoa, I just got in here. Great timing, Tech. Oh my god. Mira planned it. Mira literally planned. Mira literally planned. Oh my god. Oh, with the sleep still in my mind. Oh my god. I cannot. I simply cannot. This is. I feel like the other drawing can wait so this scene can be Oh, I'll be on the lookout, Maxi. I'll be on the lookout. Oh god. Um Oh, sorry. Should I be picking up my drawing pen? Oh my. Who knew safe exhibitionism was one of the many benefits of being rich? Safe exhibitionism. Just took NyQuil so my sleep gonna be wild tonight. Oh my god. Okay, we're back. Mira POV, aka present time. This is giving it feels like the last 5 years in the way it's like we have Mira POV in the future and we have Rumi POV in the past. Well, in the last 5 years they intersect, but like whatever. It kind of feels like that. What's up, Wendy? Um ask me right now because I'm gonna go back. What did Rumi do? What? I don't know either. We're This is the backstory fic. I don't know either. I don't know either. So let's keep reading. Oh, sorry. Sorry, burp. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Rumi is a mess. She always has been when it comes to Mira, she thinks. Oh, I'm gonna take. I love when Jamie does that. I love when Jamie does that. But not this kind of mess. Not the kind of mess that she is now, retching into her bathroom while Mira holds her long hair back with a grimace. She winces while Rumi continues to empty her stomach into her toilet, and she makes a mental note to apologize to her house attendants when they come to clean it in the morning. Rumi has never drank this much. Hell, Rumi's never even touched a bong. Including restricting her drinking habits to social glasses or a shot here and there to take the edge off at more laid back parties. Her like this makes Mira feel lost. How much has Rumi changed in the year that they spent apart? Does she still chew on the end of straws when she's bored? Does she still freeze and look around like a deer when does she still put a dash in her smile? Does she still love Oh, okay. Gonna get a little comfortable. Chair, behave. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Rumi retches into her toilet again, and Mira banishes the thought away with a blink. She rubs Rumi's back in soothing circles, in ways that she used to do when Rumi would complain about her back hurting from learning a new dance or when she was simply tired from a all day. Give me a second. There's no love in the way she rubs Rumi's back now. There's no promise of kisses and mumbled sweet nothings afterwards, or the skin to skin as they slot themselves together before they fall asleep. This because she's a good person that had shown up at her door. She would have tucked back a strand of a drunk person's hair after they wiped their mouths for the first time, for the last time. She still would have put a blanket on the shoulders of a drunk person and coaxed them to sit down on her favorite sofa instead of her father's stiff one. Mira is doing this simply because she doesn't know what else to do but take care of the person in front of her, even when her chest aches so hard that it feels like a million different stabs to the heart. And even when looking at Rumi makes her want to scream and yell and tell her all the things that she kept locked away with a key. There's only so much she can take, looking at the person who smashed her heart into pieces. There's only so much she can do when they stand in front of her doorstep, swaying and mumbling things that she's only ever heard in her sweetest nightmares. Rumi tries to lie all the way back on her sofa. Mira puts a hand on the back of her head and pushes her upwards. No, don't, Mira snaps. Rumi blinks, owlish and slow, and turns to look at her in drunken confusion. Mira grimaces. She explains, You might choke if you lie down. You need to sit up. Okay, Rumi mumbles. She doesn't sound entirely like herself, or like she knows where she is. From the way that she's looking around Mira's living room, it's like nothing strikes her as familiar. It's rich, remembering all the times they spent together here when they had her house all to themselves. Been caught by her brother a few times, but Minho had hush hush. There's a chance she won't even remember being here tonight. Would she remember seeing Mira at all? Mira isn't too sure what outcome she wants, if she's being honest. That scares her. She sighs through her nose as she coaxes Rumi to sit back up against her couch. She throws her over Rumi's lap when she notices Rumi's fingers trembling. Back then, she used to rub her hands together to evoke some warmth and lean over to squeeze Rumi's hands in hers. That doesn't feel appropriate here. A blanket is enough. Mira sits awkwardly on the corner of the couch. Rumi looks like she's trying her best not to nod off. Is lost. What is she supposed to do when her ex shows up at her doorstep, drunk as hell, and without an explanation to give her? There's no manual for this sort of thing. Well, in a way, there is. The stupidly obvious answer would have been to slam the door in her face and continue watching the trash TV show on her big screen. In fact, it's still paused on the TV in front of them. Then Rumi mumbles, Hated them. Mira startles. She looks over at Rumi and regards her for a moment. Rumi's scratching at the couch with her fingernail, but she's too drunk to scratch too deep. What? Mira asks with a frown. Rumi lifts a hand to wave in the general direction of the TV. Her hand drops for her to lift up for long, and Mira's frown deepens. Outside, thunder gently shakes the ground. Hated the couple, Rumi mumbles. Her words are running together. Insufferable, kept fucking everywhere, even when the cameras are on them. Mira laughs dryly. Yeah, well, remind me of us. Rumi finishes, words slurring hard together. She closes her eyes and slumps her head against the back of the couch. In- insufferable. Mira and runs the tip of her tongue along the inside of her cheek. She can still feel the light scar forming on the left side of her cheek from biting hard during an interview when they asked her what her biggest life was. Insane thing to ask during an interview. Safe to say that she came out of that interview with at least half a dozen no comments. Why are you here? Mira asks, almost wants to hit herself in the meant for it to sound soft. She tries again. Why are you here, Rumi? Her name is so bitter on hers when it used to taste so sweet whenever she'd say how Rumi would scrunch up her nose whenever she tone in the early mornings. It on her tongue, royalty and regard all at once. Now it just tastes like coffee with too much saccharin, rounding back to being bitter and sour. Rumi blinks slowly at her. Mira can practically see the gears churning in her head, and she almost wants to lash out. She wants answers now. She wants Rumi to tell her everything and get out of her house and never talk to her again, just as much as she wants Rumi to slur her words together and starts from the beginning every time she tries. Anything to keep Rumi where she is, and anything to make Rumi leave and never come back. Gina took me to the club. Rumi slurs. She inhales deep. So it make me feel better, but then I ran away from him because he was annoying me about feelings, and I kept drinking and drinking and drinking and her eyes have that cloudy look to them until her brown eyes begin to sheen with tears, and Rumi blinks like she doesn't know where they're from. She won't remember this conversation. She doesn't even look like she knows what she's saying. It makes Mira livid. Ginu should have been there to keep an eye on her. Why wasn't he keeping an eye on her? How could he lose her? How could anyone lose her and let her drink that much? What if someone else had taken her home? What if she got mugged or someone had the panic thoughts come up to her throat so fast that a sob nearly breaks from her mouth? Mira shakes it away as fast as she can. She's not allowed to feel panic over Rumi anymore. She's not allowed to feel anything for Rumi anymore besides apathy. Why would she care? She should be someone else's problem now, not hers. So why are you here? Mira repeats impatiently. Why aren't you home? Sometimes, if she squinted at the horizon, she could make out the small, thin shape that defines Rumi's tall penthouse body, but it's not like Mira's one to talk. Asked her father to start putting more lights around the house for Christmas, even though it's still a good few months away. The petty side of her wanted Rumi to see it every time she looked at the skyline. But then Rumi turns around, slowly, in her seat to look at her. There's that thin press of her lips again. Rumi likes to do that a lot when she's thinking. Mira used to kiss her lips when she'd think too hard. Now, Mira just stares, her head slightly swaying from the alcohol, but eyes doing everything to concentrate on her. Rumi mumbles, "'Cause I miss you." That stops Mira's heart right then and there. How many times has she dreamt Rumi saying those words to her? How many times had she woken up from her dreams with the rain still pouring out of her window while she rubbed at her eyes and hissed at herself to get it together? How herself for wanting her to say it. Feel like a good payoff now because you're drunk, Mira says simply. Rumi, you're drunk and we need to get someone to drive you home before my rug. Rumi shakes her head. It's resonating somehow for someone who's so shit-faced that she can't stand on her own 2 feet without needing some support. I miss you. Firmly. I miss you. Regret I regret what happened. I wanted to make it right to you. I miss you, Mira. Mira swallows the bile in her throat. She shakes her head. Rumi is saying her head because she's drunk. She's drunk and shit faced, and she's probably going to do even stupider shit if Mira doesn't do anything about it. Alcohol can make a person lie just because they can, or maybe because Rumi has a ploy to break her heart again. It wouldn't be the first time, or second, or last, really. Rumi has a talent for breaking hearts. But for a moment, for a stupid fucking moment, Mira lets herself believe that Rumi is telling the truth. Please, Rumi pleads. Please, you need to believe me. Mira, please. She must have seen the look on Mira's face. She shimmies closer to the end of the couch to join Mira, and Mira almost recoils. The brief shock on Rumi's face feels damningly good. It feels like punishment for Rumi, just as much as it is for her. You're drunk, Mira reiterates. She's already thinking of ways to rectify the situation. She could call Bobby. His phone number is still tucked away in her contacts somewhere. She could also call up her chauffeur so home safely. Anything but calling some random taxi and shoving Rumi into it and turning around, never looking back. I am drunk, Rumi mumbles. See? Mira starts, exasperated. I am drunk, Rumi repeats with a tipsy nod of the head. She's staring right back at Mira. Somehow her eyesight doesn't look so cloudy. I'm drunk, and I miss you, Mira. I miss you. I I want you back. The thunder shakes the windows. It starts to pour harder, and Mira's heart breaks again among the sound of the rain. Oh, God. It's so whatever. It's like whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares about anything? Hi, geek. Oh God. Tech, are you drunk? Are you drunk again? Oh no. I'm not okay. uh, I love that this is the talk with Artie reading so serious on the background. Guys, oh, what did you like? Thank you. Man, the girlies are flirting again. It's okay, Ebony. I'm not crying. Not yet. No, we were talking about last stream. Oh, I see. Oh, Artie, read what I write. Send it to me and I might, but I'm guys, I have so much shit to do. Um, okay. I also do not need to be drunk right now because I'm already tired. And when I get drunk, when I get tired, I basically start acting drunk. So it balances out, you know. I'm gonna plug my computer in. Artie babes, take a breath. I can see. Hi Miles. What is happening in the living room? I'm sorry. I don't think you guys can hear it because there's voice isolation. But something is happening in the living room and I don't know what's happening. We can hear a tidbit. They're just laughing. Oh, exciting. Nah, I've heard them the whole time. I I cannot. What are they even saying? What are they even saying, y'all? Oh my god. Anyway, reading spicy things with people over is crazy work. I mean, I don't care. I don't think they're hearing me right now. I can hear them. You're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong? Well, start this conversation. The Wicked Witch. She she had a wand and came down in a bubble, dog. What was that? Does it go like that? Artie, I hope Mira and Rumi get back together. Me too. She was a princess. She was a princess, bro. Just hearing like some things. By the logic, if we can hear them, they can hear you. She came down in a bubble, dog. Thank you, Ebony. Yo, what is happening over there? Me. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. And the sister was a princess too, right? Oh god. Anyway. What the hell is anyway? I made a video lip syncing to that like at the height of like the wicked trending everywhere. And it was so fun. I love that audio. It's one of the best videos on the internet. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. So we are Rumi POV right now. Fuck. Okay. I can hear this gift. This, the Wicked Witch of the East, bro. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. Where did this start? Who brought this up? Who brought this up? We're reading something very sad here. His hair mouse. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go back because do we have new people who need Discord? If we have new people that need the Discord, we are also streaming on Discord for the spicy parts because I am not saying that shit on TikTok. My fault. The guy in the background sounded like him. Oh, my friends. My friends sounded like like the guy. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna keep going. Rumi wonders if Mira can hear the way that her heart stitches itself back together over the sound of thunder and pouring rain. Mira has a talent for that, for melding the little cracks in her heart, pew, from years of tearing herself apart, pew, little by little. She can still feel some of those scars throb. Oh God, my feet. Mm. She can still feel some of those scars throb when she doesn't do the right thing or when she stumbles on her words or on live television. But Mira makes it easier. Her kisses are salves to her wounds. She no longer has to rely on walking over to the darkest part of a room to look at them. Mira has always tugged her out into the light with a deep laugh and a kiss to the corner of the mouth, and a promise that she would always be here for her, through thick and thin, in sickness and in health. There's always been their promise to each other. It was a conversation they had just months into their relationship. I'm gonna lean back. The time span should have been embarrassing in retrospect, but she had an inkling that Mira was the one from the first day they met. How couldn't she? Mira was radiant and beautiful, leaning against the balcony beyond the glass doors of the party, and Rumi felt the tug at the ventricles in her heart the moment she set her eyes on her. There are very few things in the world that Rumi considers as fact. Almost nothing is certain, like if she'll wake up tomorrow to see she'd be dethroned by a younger or more beautiful pop star, or if she'll wake up and learn Celine doesn't want her as family anymore. But there are a few things that she knows will always be true, like that she'll put her hair in a braid tomorrow, or that the Kongs will still have a monopoly over half the business ventures in Korea, and that Mira is the one for her. Will always, always be the girl for her. I can't believe Jamie made their anniversary the Rumira anniversary. Like, that is insane to do. That is an insane thing to do. And to write this. What? Bro, what? Okay. Diabolical. Hey, it makes it easier to remember. It's why she has no problem hailing her private jets to take them to Paris after their movie. There's a big chance, that she'll wake up the next morning to 1,000 texts from Bobby and Celine, she thinks, acidly scolding her for pulling something that Sunlight Entertainment will need weeks to fix. She will be forced to sit down in a dozen meetings, she's sure, about her reckless behavior. But she wants to be reckless today. Just once. Having Mira in her life means that she needs to be reckless once in a while, and she wants to learn to reconcile with that. She has to. She has to, or she could lose her. She never wants to lose her. How could she ever lose her? Staff on her private jet smile at her. They wave and turn their smiles to Mira. At this point in time, they're quite accustomed to seeing the daughter of the Kongs slip her hand into Ryurumi's like they belong intertwined. Even without the stack of NDAs that Bobby had given them years ago, Rumi trusts them to keep her secret. They've seen her at her worst. They also close the cubicle door behind them after they drop off the pair's requested drinks and snacks. A small room on her jet hadn't been needed until last year. But everyone on the jet had learned what it was for without needing to ask. Rumi is grateful for that. Sex in the air has always thrilled her. I do wonder what their rice purity test scores are. I do wonder. Mute time when I like truly think I can't read anymore. Okay. Mr. President, get down. Okay. It thrills Mira just as much. Okay, yeah, we're muting. We're muting. Okay. I'm fine with like reading this with my face on, I think. I think. We'll see. We'll Like, oh my god. The way my mouth is on the floor. Jamie and the animal we have to we have to do something insane. The way that Artie picks up the mic right ASMR spot. Is this what y'all feel like? Is the audio quality good? It gives me the tingles. Lol. Is the audio okay? Audio good. Okay, good. I already have a microphone with me because I was leaning back. Okay. Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay. By the time that they land in France, they've cleaned themselves up nicely. And is streaked with sunshine, and it's all Rumi needs to feel better about their anniversary. It feels like redemption somehow, knowing that this day can still be bathed in golden light. It's Rumi's surprise next. They follow her team to make their way up to their exclusive suite, and their luggage is dropped off by their beds. Rumi say, there isn't a time we have to be there by, so if you want, we can just relax for a while and draw a bath while we. Her words disappear in water when Mira slides her cold hand over the strip of skin on her waist. Rumi twirls a finger on Mira's necklace. Locket. She tugs Mira towards her and towards her mouth. Oh my god, are they already doing it again? You might want to mute again soon. Okay. Okay. Their kiss is sweet, just like everything always is with them. She can feel how much Mira loves her from the stretch of her smile and the way that Mira hums in satisfaction when Rumi can. Rumi nibbles on her bottom lip. She loves to do that with Mira for whatever reason. Mira's bottom lip always gets her riled up, and Mira seems to know it. She can feel her smile starting to grow, curling at the corners with mischief. Wait. Okay. Rumi ends up bent over on the balcony, braced on her forearms. Mhm. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, they're high enough that she knows that no one will even be able to make out their silhouettes. But they're close enough to the ground that she can still make out the little dots of people walking around on the pavement. The Eiffel Tower is right in front of her, gorgeous and standing tall from where she is. The landscape itself looks like a painting straight from the de l'Orangerie. Okay, we're muting again. You can be this freaky when you're rich and not focused on bills. Guys. Okay, we're muted. They're freaky. Muting on. We're unmuting again. Okay. It takes close to an hour for Rumi to recover. Mira chuckles under her breath as she helps scrub Rumi's forearms in the bath, and Rumi only shoots her a half serious look through her heavy eyelids. Some lobster and steak helps keep the fatigue at bay, too. They're out the door around mid afternoon. Rumi leads the charge this time, and she leads Mira past the roads to find her surprise. Their disguises help them slip past the Parisian streets. They're no stranger to blending in with the crowd, but it still makes Rumi's chest feel tight every time they have to do. She exhales hard when they finally reach a less populated area. She can feel Mira staring at her, but she ignores it, like she always does. If Mira truly had a problem with it, she'd say something. She trusts Mira enough to ask about it if it bothers her. Rumi just doesn't know if she trust herself enough to reach a botanical garden. Rumi opens the door, her a giggly peck on the lips for the gesture. It's empty when they go inside. Rumi lightly hits Mira's upper rib with her elbow when she catches Mira staring around them. You're not the only one who can make grand plans, she teases. There are rows upon rows of flowers and trees so high this branch, and there are butterflies that roam restless beats of the wings. It's colorful where they are. Every flower seems to be its own unique shade, from deep colors of the sun to the brightest pinks. Rumi tucks her over to the pink flowers. Now I'm starting to get Minecraft flower picking memories. Guys, they sit down among them on the picnic blanket that Rumi had her team set out. It's her way of apologizing to Mira, she supposes. She knows how much Mira loves her flowers, had known it from their very first date when Mira proudly said that she studied flower language, had called her a hopeless romantic, and how it kills every time that she has to keep herself from buying a bouquet for Rumi out of fear that someone might take a picture of her holding it down the street or of Rumi. Rumi wishes that she could display on her coffee table. She sunlight entertainment and stop ever so put those flowers in the break room of her concerts too. So they're the last thing she sees before she heads down to meet her ocean of fans and waves goodbye to them. One day she One day they'll get there. For now, she wants to talk and laugh with her beautiful girl among the flowers and pretend that all the colors are them and that the pink belongs to Rumi. She loses track of how long they sit there on her picnic blanket, giggling and talking about their busy schedules and what gossip they missed in their respective industries. Mira complains to her about her family for the nth time, but not as much as she teases Rumi for still needing help with her choreography. She complains about her constant workflow of interviews, but not as much as she leans over to kiss Mira and tells her how lucky she is that they're there together. I love you, Rumi mumbles against her lips for what feels like the 100th time, and yet 100 feels enough. I love you so much. I'm so grateful that you're here with me. And Mira laughs, breathless and relieved almost, as she whispers back, I love you more. I love you so, so much more than you could ever know. Rumi murmurs, Happy anniversary, my darling, my love, my beautiful girl, to Mira so many times that her throat starts to get dry. She doesn't care. Any chance she gets to dance that she wants to take. She can't wait for the next year together. Next and next. With Mira, when she has to help her dye her white hair pink, and they're holding each other and watching the sun rise again on another day they can spend loving each other. Maybe in that world, the world would know how much Ryurumi loves Kangmira and how that would never change. At some point during their picnic, Mira puts her head on Rumi's lap. She's squinting at the flowers and leaves around them, and Rumi's knuckles brush the hair out of her face. Mira looks so captivated by the flowers. Rumi is only ever captivated by her. Take our kids here someday, Rumi admits. Where that comes from. Maybe it was from watching Mira's face and from how her mind wandered to how she'd look with crow's feet at the corners of her eyes and stronger prescription glasses and smile wrinkles at the corners of her mouth. Oh, she'd still be so beautiful. Even more beautiful. She watches as Mira flicks her eyes from the branches to her face. She looks up at Rumi, slightly open-mouthed, with her hands still folded on her stomach. Rumi's fingers slide away from her hairline. Sorry, she mumbles, a little warm. Was that too much? I am deeply upset. Is this NyQuil weak or is Rumira stronger? Well, who knows? Oh my god. I'm catching up on I'm catching. My brother decides to come closer. Cover the camera with a blanket. Oh, guys. Y'all are funny. I got my headphones for like $30 secondhand. So I leave for 5 minutes. I think mine were about 550 AUD because I splurged to get good ones. That's a good like thought. Like I need to do that. But I don't want to spend too much money. Oh my god, you're like, in another life, I'll be your girl. Awesome. I mean, classic. Do read on Discord, Artie. I wear AirPods, so I'm also gonna take a little food break again because this thing is cold by now, but I'm like, it's still yummy, so. Hello, Artie. Whoa. My voice was pretty fucked for a very long. Artie can sing. Red can attest to that. Also, I'll leave I'm leaving the chat to go beta TC. We'll keep the audio on in the background. You're betaing TC? What? Since when? Since when? I love you. I love you, Red. Artie can sing. Guys, I sing opera. Y'all, didn't Artie rap not long ago, like first streams? Guys, I'm tired. I can't sing for real. I swear Artie had bars. When did I rap? Was this? Oh, this was one of the raps that Zoe wrote. This was one of the raps that Zoe wrote, and I had to like make up something. I remember. Oh, I think. Oh, I'm excited for TC. I'm excited for Two's Company. I'm excited for Two's Company. Oh, thank God. coming back, y'all. I just saw Mark say it's for science. I should say that right. Mon amour. Oh, mon amour. Mon amour. I guess you would the R. Mon amour. Wait, is there a new TC chapter? It's being beta read. It's your second favorite musical? I'm such a genius. Keep on saying it 8 times. All good, darling. All good. Phantom of the Opera is your first. Oh my god, Red, you won't believe this. There's a video of me out there. I was like 18. When I was 18, and I did like a virtual cabaret thing, virtual miscast cabaret, and I played Phantom, and my I guess scene partner played Christine, and we did gender swap. So I did Phantom's part. And that's out there somewhere. We sang the Phantom of the Opera. I'm stalking. I will find this. I can send it to you. Like, I know where it is. Can we hear opera singing, Artie, or is that out of the question? Not right now. Not right now, unfortunately. I still get very nervous to sing opera stuff without my singing teacher. I mean, I have a recording somewhere. I mean, Disney movies count. Disney, and also K-pop Demon Hunters is. But I know what you mean. You've never like seen a live musical. Hey, how far are we? We are in the last third. Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters is a musical. Yeah, I mean in person. I got what you mean. I just want to be silly. I just want to be annoying. You should try it. It's really fun. You've only read the book Phantom of the Opera. Never saw the musical. This is great background for playing skate on. Okay. Oh. Lauren, my sweet child, do I have to host a musical movie night for you? Okay, guys, I think we're gonna go back. Wait, I'll do some fan. Phantom. In all your days, I was being very dramatic. You all knew. I bet my 18-year-old self did a worse job. Thank you, y'all. That was like 2 lines. That was 2 lines. I have a low register, y'all. I can go low. Someone draw Phantom Artie. When I find that video, I dressed up as the Phantom. I made the mask and everything. I'll send it to you, Red. Okay, we're back. Mira POV. Present time. Oh my god. I don't care if I'm being too much right now, Rumi says, her words still slurring so carefully together. It's the first time she's ever said something like that to Mira. I miss you so much. Mira shakes her head. It takes her a while to find her voice, but she manages. You're drunk, Rumi. I know, Rumi replies, starting to sound a little irritated. But I love you. I love you. I still love you. I still want to be with you. Please, Mira, please. Mira gets up from the couch so fast that her head grows a little fuzzy at the corners. She almost hisses under her breath. Fuck. She really shouldn't have had wine tonight. At least she didn't drink too much. Thank God she didn't drink too much. Drinking too much of that wine would mean doing something stupid with Rumi so close to her ear, either screaming in her face, crying, or kissing her until their teeth hurt. And she really doesn't want to deal with the aftermath of any of that. She already cleaned up the aftermath of their breakup. She doesn't need another piece of her heart destroyed. Where are you going? She hears Rumi mourn behind her. Rumi sounds drunk. She also sounds incredibly panicked and miserable. A part of her thinks, good. The other part of her thinks, but she still calls over her shoulder, get water. Rumi needs it, and desperately so. Mira takes her sweet, precious time getting the glass of water from her cupboard. As she fills it, she sets down the cup next to her while she stares out the window above her kitchen sink. The rain has stopped tonight, and in all honesty. The weather app told her that it would go for another at the very least. She kind of prefers the rain. At least it would mask each gulp and the way that she grinds her teeth together. After a few deep breaths, Mira takes the glass of water to the other room. Rumi is sitting where she left her, still sitting up, just like she asked. Rumi perks up when she sees her, and Mira abhors it all. She's still looking at her the way that she did popcorn before their movie nights. She's looking at her, still hers. It takes everything in her power not to freeze on the spot. Mira swallows. She holds out the glass of water for Rumi to take. When Rumi doesn't immediately take it, she explains, "You're drunk. You said so yourself. So you need to keep hydrated or you're going to get a fucking headache." Rumi's eyes slowly slide away from the glass. She shakes her head at Mira, but Mira knows her too well. She knows her too well. "Take me back," Rumi rasps. She clutches the blanket on her lap harder. Mira wants to throw the glass of water at the She wants to point a finger at Rumi and scream at her about everything she's done to her. She wants to scream at Rumi, "There's no fucking chance that I'll ever take you back after what you did to us. I'll never forgive you. I hate you. I wish you disappeared. I wish we never got together. You everywhere. I look and I hate that. You're doing well while also hoping that you never got over me like I never got over you and I hate you. I fucking hate you. I But she just sets the glass of water down next to the wine. A little bit spills on her hand. It trails like a raindrop against her knuckle and into her wrist. Mira down at Rumi. It almost makes her laugh to be staring down at Rumi like this. They've always been on equal footing in everything, in wealth, in power, in love. Rumi is only half a step away from crawling onto the floor and clutching her shirt to take her back. It's almost funny to think about. There have been some days, especially in the last couple of months, where Mira thought that it would have been her in this position. In fact, Rumi's contact name had been blinking at her all day. It was bound to happen to them sooner or later. It's the only reason she isn't too angry about it. It was bound to happen, just like they were bound to give up. "Mira," Rumi whispers. Her name sounds so sweet on her tongue still. She hates muscle memory. She hates that her heart still aches at the tone that Rumi uses for her. "Mira, baby, please. I'll do anything for you. You to take me back. I love you. I never stopped loving you. I miss you." "I don't," Mira wants to answer. "I don't. I fucking don't." Rumi's eyes. Someone who knows every inch and vein underneath her skin. Why she never lets anyone close to her heart anymore. So Mira answers, almost too quiet to be heard in the still of her living room. "I need you to get out." Mhm. Fuck. Fuck. Saying. What's happening? Someone give me a recap. I came back and it's tea. Guys. I'm late. What are we reading? We're reading Number One Girl, aka the Gimme That Candy Floss Rumira backstory one shot. Oh, guys, you're sweet. I have joined at an insane time. Oh, damn it. I can't read properly while listening to Artie. I have to mute this. No. I came in fully prepared for smut and I got depression instead. Listen, there's smut in this chapter, but it's like little and we do it's little bits, you know. It's not a Two's Company one shot, it's a Give Me That Candy Floss one shot. Do I watch Agatha all along anytime you want? Can Jamie release all the chapters already where they end up happily ever after? No, real. Real. Okay. It's a try not to cry challenge. It is. We'll see. Oh. Now it's Rumi POV, so it's the past. It's the past. Mira says so seriously that Rumi's heart plummets to the pit of her stomach. I love when Jamie does these cuts. I love when Jamie ends in a line of thought and then connects it to the next line of thought. It's like the cycles. It's like they've been here before. They keep having the conversations again and again. It's so good. And I need to see it filmed. I need to see it filmed so bad. I want to see the present version of Rumira like the day of their anniversary and like flashback cut to the past version. I need to see it filmed. Like I already see it filmed in my mind, but I need to see it. I need to see it. Oh my god. Wait, what? What are you guys saying? Okay, I won't check because I feel like you guys are spoiling something. Okay. Is Jamie allergic to let the girls be happy and together? All the Polytrix authors are allergic to letting the girls be happy and together. Okay. I need you to get out. Mira says so seriously that Rumi's heart plummets right into the pit of her stomach. Of course it was too oh my god. Of course that was too much. It's not like I was looking extensively into adoption or how to donate to IVG research during my free time or that I peruse baby books with you when we're You're such a dick, Rumi cries. And she pinches You're such a dick, Rumi cries, and she pinches Mira's cheek as hard as she can. Oh, okay, I get it. I was reading that too. Okay, I need tone tags. That was jokingly said. Okay. Of course that was too much. It's not like I was looking extensively into adoption or how to donate to IVG research during my free time or that I peruse baby books with you when we're You're such a dick, Rumi cries, and she pinches Mira's cheek as hard as she can. Mira's laughing hard enough to get her shoulders shaking. She bats Rumi away with Rumi have her fair share of bullying. And then she remarks, I just want to see how stupid that sounded. I just wanted you to see how stupid that sounded. Of course, it wasn't too much. I think I bring it up more than you do. Rumi tilts her head and looks up at the glass sky while she thinks. Her eyes follow a butterfly with blue wings dancing around pink petals while she tries to tally up their conversations in her head. It's a little hard to calculate them all, really. They've talked about it so many times that it's hard to keep track. And sure, they're young. They've only recently been able to drink in the States. Bobby still has to help them through her taxes. She's seen some interviews. They're still figuring things out. They're stumbling. But the future has always been a outhouses have always been so crystal clear in the forefront of Rumi's mind. So are mountains upon mountains of acting and singing awards. as the thought of sneaking out late at night, perusing all of Mira's favorite ring cuts. Her career, as much as Mira thinks it is never as important to her as being with Mira. Rumi can't wait to show how much she means that soon. Soon. Soon, and she'll get to have it all. She'll be able to fix everything. And everything goes downhill from there. Buckle up, y'all. Do you know what I'm thinking about right now? Rumi asks softly. Hmm? All I've ever met. Rumi. Mira chides with a gorgeous laugh. The grin that spreads across her face is involuntary. She knows that Mira is going to tease her to no end about the feeling when they lay in bed together late at night, but she really doesn't care. Mira's neck until it caresses the sharp under, and she leans down to kiss her. Against her lips, Rumi murmurs, I want to live with you in Greece. Guys, I saw the oh my god, I saw the Rumi account. Someone asked Rumi in her straw page what she thinks of Greece. And Rumi answered being like, I've been to Greece a couple of times. I really love it. And then the day today, after this chapter came out, she was like, I hope whoever asked this is having a really good time, having a really good day. I feel sick. I feel sick. I feel sick. Fucking Greece. Greece? Mira's shoulders are. Her laughter is softer this time, though. And maybe. Rumi pouts. What knows that Mira likes to watch Mamma Mia whenever she. It always goes back to Mamma Mia. It always goes back to Mamma. She knows that Mira likes to watch Mamma Mia whenever she's bored, and they have fond memories of their brief vacations there. What? Don't like it? He whines. You don't want to marry me and move in with me? Is that it? You hate Rumi. I would live anywhere in the world if it was with you. Whenever you want. Mira's words land so sincerely that Rumi clams her mouth right shut. I would dance with you after we rot on the couch for hours. I would cook you all the food you'd like after we have earth-shattering. I would marry you right here if you asked me, and if you were serious. I tell you that I love you every morning, as many times as you want. Is that enough for you, princess? Rumi sighs against her lips. She kisses Mira again, only because she's being so sweet and because she can. There's a part of her that wants to say, then let's run away. Let's elope. Let's run away from it and get married and raise so many kids who laugh like you and smile like me. And only because, but not yet. It's not the right. And Rumi has always been obsessed with perfection. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. You have always been the girl for me. He mumbles against her lips. She can feel Mira smiling against her again. The only girl for me, Mira. I'm gonna. Ugh! Crashing out. It's so dire. It's so dire. It's so dire. Maybe this fic is just an excuse for Jamie to make Mamma Mia references, perhaps. It's not over. It's not over. Don't worry. Here's what I was referring to. Soonish, they def haven't established honeymoon arc in the fact, and then a gunshot. I mean, no, that's like Jamie being like, "Oh, I can't say this yet," or I can't say gunshot. It's all good. It's not over. It's not over, guys. It's not over. It's not over. We are switching to Mira POV. We're switching to Mira POV. We still have like a fifth of Mira POV. Present time. I'm sorry, Rumi whimpers. There are tears shining in her eyes. Mira didn't think that she'd tear up this fast over something as simple as a request to leave. I meant what I said. You're the only girl for me. I'm so fucking sorry. Mira's in the middle of hauling her to the door, Rumi's arm over her shoulders. Rumi has no complaints, but she suspects that's only because she can't in her state. Rumi, what the hell are you talking about? Mira asks, exasperated. They don't ever compare to you. Rumi mumbles tiredly. She's blinking at Mira, like she's trying to keep her image straight, like she's trying to memorize her. But it was how I dealt without you. Mira's heart freezes. She keeps her feet moving. But Rumi seems to like driving stakes into her heart because she continues, mumbling and slurring. Do you know there's clubs for people like us? Rich and need to hide? Guess that's more than me than you though. Huh? Guess that's more me than you though, huh? Rumi, Mira says. She doesn't know what else to say. They're halfway to her door. It's never the same, Rumi mumbles. She's still blinking back tears. When I wake up and I feel someone next to me, I get so happy until I see black hair and bare stupid fucking shoulders and I Rumi chokes back her words, but Mira can see right through her. At least she thinks so. Rumi's just saying all of this to get a rise out of her, to force her to sit her back down on the couch, to yell at her rather than tossing her back out of her house, never to see her again. That's what Mira would have done. She's always been honest, but sometimes lying can help her shield away what little remains of her heart. Rumi would never do something like that. She would never sleep around to try and forget her. Rumi is too calculating. She's too anxious about being seen. Even if there's alcohol involved, Mira would imagine that she would be careful. Rumi would never. Her Rumi wouldn't do that. No, she thinks bitterly. Not mine. She was never mine anyway. I'm gonna. Guys, this is not fun anymore. No, it is fun. It's fun, but in the not fun way. POV, present time. No, I can't believe you're all mine. Rumi marvels for what feels like the 100th time that day, and 100 more will come, and the day after 100,000 more. Her Mira has a talent. Her Mira always has a talent in loosening her tongue. Always so honest, always so romantic. Mira had just finished telling her about how she can't wait to take her to Nobu when she goes to record her album in California in a couple of weeks, and how she's going to take her to Amsterdam for a weekend after her concert, how she's going to take her skiing and lodging in the Alps to show her how to snowboard, and so that she could kiss her frozen face. I'm all yours, Mira promises. She reaches out to squeeze Rumi's hand. She's cold, and Rumi hopes that her coldness lingers on her skin forever. Just like you're all mine, Rumi, my girl. Mira POV, present time. I wish I was still your girl, Rumi mumbles against her shoulder. Mira's heart stopped beating a long time ago. It stopped beating when she heard Rumi's voice through the door, but honestly, it might have stopped a long time before that. A year ago, maybe. Mira pulls out her phone to dial her chauffeur with her other hand. Her thumbs run over the keys clumsily. She's shaking too much, and Rumi is pushing too hard against her side. She can feel Rumi fading. Her chauffeur isn't picking up. She can feel Rumi sobbing against her chest. She's drunk. Mira knows she's drunk. Drunk girls cry about everything. She refuses to cry with her. How you take me back? In that gentle, stupid way that makes What can I do, Mira? Do do anything. I'll do anything. I'll be better. You'll what? Apologize to me over and over again after I forgive you? Mira snaps, her chest rises with bile. It's tight, and she tries not to cry. Are you going to write more songs about me? Are you going to splatter your stupid sets at your concerts with pink while you sing about how much you hate me again? She gets no reply. She thought so. Mira dials another number on her phone. Rumi POV pastime. Rumi puts her chin on Mira's shoulder as she watches her dial a number on her phone. Her throat feels a little raw from singing for the past hour, but she wouldn't have it any other way. She knows how much Mira likes her singing. She loves that look of adoration in Mira's eyes whenever she strums her guitar or plays her a demo of a track. And she'd much rather hold that look close to her heart than stand in front of a million people who scream her name. It's why she can't wait to direct her team to add more Pink to her future concerts. Pink and extraordinarily romantic for all the love songs she's written about her Mira. Mira's other hand intertwines with. She can feel Mira's thumb rubbing over her thumb and forefinger meet. It's one of Mira's favorite spots to rub. One of her favorites to kiss, too. Rumi thinks that she's so incredibly lucky for that. What are we going to do now? Viciously, voice still hoarse, presses a reassuring kiss to the side of her mouth. Somewhere that'll make my baby happy. Mira only says, that fond smile resting on her face. Mira POV, present time. I'm happy, Rumi whispers. She's rocking on her feet, too tipsy to keep herself up straight, even as she leans against Mira and tries sluggishly to reach for her phone. We we can't do it all over. I know that, but I can make you happy, Mira. I can try to. For Rumi, stop, Mira snarls. She can feel the piercing sensation of tears coming to her eyes. She won't cry. She spent this long all day trying not to cry. She won't let Rumi destroy that for her. Mira's crying. Rumi thinks that Mira's the gorgeous crier on the planet. It's an odd thing to think, but it's one that she constantly thinks whenever Mira tears up during their rom-com marathons or when Rumi does something unexpectedly romantic for her. I'll just read this. She helps coax Mira through her organs and murmured reassurances against her jaw. In her favorite part of the day, multiple parts of the day. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know that you are horny as fuck. They cuddle and watch another rom com on Rumi's Jets TV, Saving Face or something like that. They barely glanced at the title screen. They just wanted something to pass the time, and there wasn't anything better than lesbian romance that reminds Rumi of her and Mira. And she likes the movie, but she likes kissing Mira and telling her that she loves her even more. The pilot's voice crackles over the intercom to inform them that they'll be landing soon. They still have enough hours in the day to spend their anniversary eating a fancy dinner and going somewhere romantic to watch the night. It's greedy of her to want to spend all 24 hours of their anniversary together, but Mira seems just as selfish, hands raking on Rumi's back and teeth nipping in places that no one else can see. Rumi would turn back time just to spend this day with her all over again. I want to take you to Turks and Caicos Islands next weekend before you film for that movie in Taiwan. Taiwan. Mira mumbles against her lips, eyes half lidded with adoration. How does that sound? The sensible answer, and the answer that whispers to Rumi, is no, we can't. I have so much to do. I'll have to tighten after this. We can't. Not yet. Not yet. But Rumi's too drunk on Mira's lips and how her skin feels on hers. So she murmurs back, anything, anything you want. I'm gonna take I just want to keep going because the questions are really nice after the chapter, like the line breaks. Leash, huh? Oh god. It's 10:15 for me now. I'm gonna crash out. Oh, it's on their anniversary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Already so sad. Leash, wow. Everyone obsessed with the leash IG. Water break. NyQuil still not kicking in, just tears. No. Hi, Crow. Hi, Crow. I'm upset. 4:34 a.m. here. I want the backstory of how Rumira got together. That's also really good. All Mira need to do is cry and tell Rumi how she really feels. Okay, I'm gonna keep going because the God, the pacing is so good. The pacing is so good. It keeps going and connecting to each other. So I want to keep going. Thank you, Crow. Oh my God. Mira POV, present time. You want anything for you? Rumi sobs against her chest. Anything. Genu is trying his best to help guide her into the passenger seat of his rickety old car. He is looking back and forth between them with that look in his eyes, the same look that he's been shooting them both for over a year now. He keeps his mouth shut this time, though. No lectures spill from his obnoxious lips, and the corners of his mouth curl downwards rather than up. At the very least, Mira is thankful for that. Mira leans over to strap Rumi into the seat. Rumi snatches her arm hard. The look in her eyes is hard to ignore. She is now. Rumi seems determined, and Mira looks away to keep from falling for it again. Falling for it, or for her, is something she doesn't want to think about any more than she has to. Mira, Rumi croaks. Oh, Mira's half expecting her to beg her again, like how she begged her for half an hour while get her at her place. She's not sure how she stood there taking every breathless word from Rumi's mouth for so long. This feels like a nightmare. She wants to wake with every trace of Rumi gone. She hopes that the raindrops that stain her front doorstep will disappear along with this girl. Mira, I love you, Rumi whispers, and Mira's heart breaks again. I love you. I love you too, Mira mumbles against her neck. Back to Rumi POV, past Rumi POV. Rumi feels her bury her face into it. It tickles, and she holds the side of Mira's face to press her in deeper against it as she giggles the night away. And soul looks so beautiful. Even as exhausted with it being this late at night and with the arduous day that they had, Rumi wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Mira's arms around her waist feel like her safety net. They protect her from the thoughts of sunlight entertainment meetings and lashings for her erratic behavior that she'll likely have to endure in a couple of hours. They protect her from everything. She feels Mira pepper the side of her jaw with a couple more kisses. Rumi giggles with a chest lighter than air. Text me when you get home. Rumi breathes against her cheek. It's their version of I love you more. I love you enough to make sure you get home safe, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Mira POV, present. Text me when she's home. Mira mumbles to him. Genu nods his head. He presses his lips into a thin line and shoves his hands in his pockets, then looks back at Rumi in his car. Her eyes are closed. She's probably fast asleep by now. She's going to happen when she wakes up tomorrow, Genu muses. He blinks at her. Do you want me to tell her anything? It's like he's handing her a ceremonial knife. He's giving her the choice on who to stab with, Rumi or herself. Mira does for once, she doesn't have any fight in her. She wants to wave the white flag and call it a night. She can pretend that this was an apparition showing up on her doorstep. She can pretend that this never happened once they leave her property and never come back. Don't tell her anything, Mira says. She swallows hard. Then she adds quietly, please. Chinu only nods. He lifts his hand to give her one last. He walks around his to head back inside. In the aftermath of the rain, she might wake with a cold tomorrow, but that's for her to worry about later. Rolls down the window of the passenger seat. Two, Ginu's voice shouts from the driver's seat. On the microphone. Mira bites down on the tip of her tongue to keep from yelling at him. He's already done enough tonight, and she's much too to threaten him with. She her from where she's sitting. Her head is lolling gently from side to side, like the efforts of keeping awake is becoming too much. Exhales hard under her breath with a snarl. Hates that she still walks towards her, like Rumi is tugging on an invisible leash. What? Mira asks. Wants to convey, but at least she doesn't. I never opened it, Rumi mumbles. Her words are still slurring together, but now they have that far away quality. Fall asleep. I told you I could. I could keep promises. I didn't look. Mira inhales sharply. Good, she says, clipped and short. She glances at Ginu to tell him to start the fucking car already. Good, just never look in it. Or just throw it away for all. Throw it out like you did with our relationship, Mira thinks bitterly. But all Rumi reiterates is, I won't look. So I won't look because I love you. Guys. I'm just gonna keep going, y'all. Rumi POV. Past. Is that what you've been hiding in your pocket the entire day? Rumi asks with a giggle. Mira had told her to wait for a minute before they went their separate ways, and Mira still has her flush against her hips. She loves the clinginess. She adores how clingy they both are. I love you, Mira, but holy shit, I thought it was a ring. Soon, Mira promises with a laugh. She gives her a sheepish smile while Rumi admires it. Soon. But this is compromise, I think. It hangs around her neck like a claim, a collar that, for once, Rumi will never want to take off. It shines, even during this black night. Her thumb runs over the smooth front. There's no engraving on it, easy to excuse as a simple staple piece to the public. And it's easy to hide, but with enough weight to it that Rumi can feel it, even under her shirt. It matches the locket you gave me on our first date. A fond roll of her eyes at the recounting of the memory. Rumi flushes. She starts to excuse herself like she always it up. But then Mira adds, I looked everywhere for a jeweler who could make an exact copy. Do you like it? Oh, baby, I love it. You knew I would. Rumi coos. She drops her hand from the locket to let it rest against her chest. Her heart arms around Mira's neck to pull her in for a great. Mira smiling against her lips again. What's in it? Rumi asks her, curious, still breathless and heady from their kiss. Mira smiles at her. It's coy, and it's like she knows something that she doesn't. She asks, a year feels like nothing when it's the first. So we don't break up. So we don't get breakup, Laura. Yeah. We'll find out they're ours. They're lockets. In future, give me that candy floss chapters if you're interested. And yes, this is canon compliant to my fic. I just thought it would be fun to write a silly deleted scenes fic about them on the side. The angst. My wonderful helped me write half of this fic because whenever I got stuck on where Rumira would go on a date, I'd go, Bubby, where do you want to go if where do you want to go if my problem? Flora Conservatory in France? Thanks, Bubs. Can I use that for a fic? LMAO. They're so sweet. Give me that candy floss. Not liking rain, but liking rain in the past is intentional, by the way. So are the 50 other GTC guns, but I digress. Haha. I'm gonna look at the art. Yeah, the Rumi version of the Rosie album art is so good. Alpha art time, art time. It's so gorgeous. I love it. I on this being like, oh my god, this is so gorgeous. An older art of post breakup Rumira by Umfi. Oh yeah, yeah. Heck. Uh, yeah. The first time Mira heard I'd do anything to make you want me, I'd give it all up if you told me I'd be the number one girl in your eyes on the radio. She probably made her park her ass by stare at the sky for 5 hours. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, guys. Fuck. Guys, that's really good. Oh my god. Oh my god, Jamie. Sorry that I'm very like silent, but I'm just like Jamie when I get you, Jamie. Silly Delines. I want to tell you that we got nothing about the breakup in this one shot, but I don't want to spoil. It's fine. No, Lauren, you're good. Lauren, you're good. Um, no, yeah, no. It makes sense that it would be in the mainline fic. It makes sense that that information would be in the mainline. The song "Gone" gives me GTC Ramira. Yeah. Yeah. God, 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 God. I haven't listened to that song in so long. Oh, what's the name, chat? It's called Number One Girl by Arsenide. Girl, right after reading this is a try not to cry challenge for real. It's on set list for Twice's tour. I know this. I know my friend went to see them in Manila, and yeah, she has like footage of them doing Gone. The comment, the comment, Rumi's POV in color and mirrors. Yeah. Manila Man. Yeah. I just need to know what the Locket story was called. Oh, this is "Gimme That Candy Floss." "Gimme That Candy Floss" is the mainline fic that this belongs to. So it's the "Gimme That Candy Floss" backstory. Bye, Art. Bye, Art. I said bye. Bye, Aaron. Bye, Aaron. Oh, GTC is gonna be like 1,000,000 words long. It's gonna be so long, and I will read all in. I don't know what Agathario is. Again, yeah. I'm okay, Red. And I'm also God. The fucking Locket stuff is so upsetting with, like, Mira having lost it now. God. Good night if you're leaving right now. Yeah, I'll stop sharing. Oh, yeah, I'm here. Okay. Please, she didn't lose it, they find it, please. I mean, I bet that it's gonna get found eventually, but, um, yeah, like, for now, it's lost. Oh, God, I am upset. Have a good night, everyone. I'm gonna head to work. Bye, cake. So he accidentally grabs another cup. That's also what I think. I think it's either with Zoe or Rumi. Because, like, they were doing crazy body shots and they were, like, all up in each other. So, like, that's what I think. Have a good night. Bye, Cactus. What should we play? I listen to music while I read these, and I mistakenly listen to Death and Transfiguration. I don't know what that is, but I like that we're being told like this. I'm gonna end the YouTube stream real quick here so that we can listen to a song.